and they felt like they made the right decision. So, but to have him back now under our roof is also just a good feeling.
Can you give us some insight into Ted Settle and Ron Jones, what they are and what they bring?
Yeah, I think overall, just the word power comes to mind with Jordan, all three of them, Jordan, Tim, and then Jones with what he's done. And you turn the film on, that's what you see: power, disruption. And so I'm anxious to get out on the field once we can get out there and see him go. So.
When we look around the AFC and just the quarterback position in the AFC, why is it so important to make sure you have that strength in your defensive line when you have guys like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert?
Yeah, the list goes on, right? It's the AFC is there's a ton of great young quarterbacks, and it seems like there continues to people continue to add quarterbacks in the AFC. So, and you're seeing moves made to counter those moves, right? So it's maybe a little game of chess going on here, and so again, to have a player of Von's caliber, that should help us in that regard.
How about Roger? Coach, can you talk a little about Roger and what he brings to the offensive line and his experience in this league as well?
Yeah, so you go a few years ago when he was leaving the Rams to go to Tennessee. He was a guy that we had our eyes on and we were watching pretty closely there at that point. And then going against him the last couple of years down there in Tennessee and some of the battles we've had, and then obviously with Chrome and his experience with Roger and just knowing who he is as a person a little bit, as well as on the film as a player, and bringing a veteran presence to our offensive line, to an offensive line that we already feel pretty good about.
Sean, where does Star now fit in? Because you've added 3 DTs and you have it over there as well. So where does Star fit?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just take it one step at a time here.
How about Mike Shula and Eric getting a promotion? Tell us a little bit about Mike. I know you worked with him a little bit as well, and now Eric as well.
Say that again.
The coaching staff.
Yeah. What do you want to know? All the.
Because I think you spoke in the combine about the other guys.
Yeah.
But I think just recently we had Shula and Eric Washington that were announced.
Yeah, gotcha. So Eric, with the addition of the title there, he's done a good job here for us, and he's obviously a guy I have a lot of confidence in. And with Shula, we've worked with Mike as well as Ken has worked with Mike, and they were a pair back in Carolina, quarterback coach and coordinator. So Mike has had a lot of success and been primarily a quarterback coach, albeit he was a head coach, but also in this league, quarterback coach, coordinator quite a bit. He has sat in Ken's seat, and I think that's important when you're talking about a staff and another person in that room for Ken that has called plays and he knows what Ken's going through, and I think that's important.
Let's take 2 more, please. We have people waiting on that.
You mentioned the emotion of watching people leave. Obviously, you've been able to draft, develop, and re-sign a lot of players.
Yeah.
Levi and Harrison move on.
Yeah.
Can you just talk a little bit about what they meant to the room, you, and what it's going to be like to see them play?
Yeah, I'll forever be their fans. Or their fan. I mean, I'm a big Harrison Phillips fan, and a big Levi Wallace fan, and those are tough. Especially it's tough anytime, but in particular when you draft players and they move on. But in some way you're happy for them, because if we weren't doing things right here, they wouldn't have gone on to do what they've done and accomplish the goals that they have for themselves and their family as well. So although it's disappointing that we couldn't get things worked out, there is a little bit of pleasure in knowing, hey, they've improved their life and their families' lives as well, and I just want the best for them. And but yeah, it's a little bit sad to see guys move on that you have spent so much time with.
Sean, O.J. Howard, we haven't gotten a comment.
Yeah.
O.J. Howard.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, highly touted guy coming out.